Hello and welcome back to Subnautica. This is episode 9 in my relaxed, non-scary guide to playing the game. Last time we spent a fair amount of time working on the base, but today we're going to be doing some exploring. Before we can set out though, we need to gather some supplies. I'd like to definitely go ahead and rebuild the water filtration system, but I think we need to upgrade the power for our base. Let's go ahead and start by building 2 solar panels. So solar panels are more efficient the more shallow they are. With a rounded roof, these are always a little weird. We'll come down here. That raises our power level to 375, which should be good for now. Let's go ahead and make wiring kit. I'm going to make an extra one of these just so we have one on hand. And a copper wire. We have enough to do a second, so let's go ahead and do a second one. All right. And the other thing that we have here on the list pinned is the Propulsion Cannon. Towards the end of last episode, we got the recipe for the Propulsion Cannon. And it's a pretty handy tool, so I think we'll go ahead and make it. Go ahead and do that right now while I'm here, and then we'll demonstrate that in just a couple of minutes. All right. We need just a little bit more titanium here, and then we can go build our water filtration. Right now, this is our sort of like supply area, but I think we'll build the water filtration a little higher. We want easy access when we come in from the moon pool, so I think I'll go ahead and build it in here. We'll go ahead and just build it over here. And we'll let it start doing its thing. Now, as I said last time, this uses a ton of power, so that's why we went ahead and built the additional solar panels. All right, so let's go ahead and arm our propulsion cannon. Basically, what the propulsion cannon does is it allows you to pull things close to you. Smaller things get pulled quickly, large things get pulled slowly. And once you pull things towards you, you can either grab them, or if you want to, you can fire them off by just releasing and clicking. So this is a good way to kill small creatures like that biter. Let's find another one if we can. There aren't a lot here. I've been eliminating them when I see them. Let's find another thing that we can do while we look. This is fairly picked over here, but if we want to go ahead and see if we can find a piece of quartz or something. As always, I'm not seeing things when I want to find them. Here, this sandstone will work as well. Okay, so this, I grabbed this fish. If I wanted to put it in my inventory, I could just click the other button. Right button to pull it towards you, left button to actually grab it, or to do an action on it. Here's a quartz over here. So I can just pull this right out of the grass and grab it. Another one over here. Pull it out of the grass, grab it. So it does make grabbing things a little bit interesting. It's getting dark kind of suddenly. I'm curious if this is yes. An eclipse. Beautiful. We kind of missed the beginning part of it, but it is beautiful when we get a daytime eclipse. All right, so anyways, that's the way. Oh, here we go. Here's another little biter. These ones, like I said, you can just shoot them off. They'll it will kill them. Got enough power to kill small things like that. If you grab something larger, it doesn't pull it towards you quite as fast, but you can lift very heavy items with it. Let's see if we go over here to, I think there are still some things over here by this wreck that we could pick up. We had not scanned. Here's a piece of metal salvage. You can see it moves a bit slower, but it does pull it towards you. Here's a large scannable, very heavy. You know, we can't do anything with that. Yeah, the heavier the item, the harder it is to kind of pull towards you. All right. Let's go ahead and get some supplies here, and we'll go off and make our trip. Now you can see here this does use a lot of battery power. So maybe what we'll do, let's see, do we have some mushrooms up here? Yeah, we do. Would like to get another battery or two as well. We aren't going to be using that a lot today, but it's good to have it when we need it. It's worth having it in your inventory. All right. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away. Got a gold, few quartz, titanium. And we have these crafted items we made. Just try to keep things a little organized. Wanted to make a couple of batteries. Let's go ahead and do that as well. All right. Oh, and I'm accidentally pinning things as I go here. All right. All right, so we've made everything we wanted to make. How are we here on? We certainly don't need this titanium. Let's go ahead and unload that. Excellent. Okay. All right, so I think we can go ahead then and head out. Actually, there's one other thing I would like to do. We can go ahead and take our Seamoth out.
Welcome aboard, All systems online.
I'm going to grab a few supplies here from the garden as well. Pretty good. Alright, and the first place that we want to go, we want to go ahead and head over this way, and we're going to go back to a place we were once before, which is the mushroom forest. So right over this area right here, we should have the mushroom forest. And the mushroom forest has a wreck that we looked for one time and did not find, but which I'd like to go and visit now. We have this area here, this other area of grassy plateau. And if we turn here a little bit to the left, we should start to see the mushroom forest. And sure enough, there it is. For this wreck, we can go ahead and just sort of go along here to the right, staying sort of on the border between the mushroom forest and the grassy plateau. And we should be able to find the wreck pretty easily. And very quickly, there it is. A bit dark. We should be able to explore it, no problem. We are looking for scannable things here. We're looking for blueprints. We're looking for data boxes.
New blueprint acquired.
It looks like we can possibly come in here. There's some stuff we've already scanned previously. Then venture in and see what we can find inside of here. There's something here. Light stick fragment. All right. If there's anything else down here. New piece of furniture, a bench. Power transmitter fragment.
New blueprint acquired.
Place we can go here, but it looks like it's pretty blocked. This direction. Not as blocked. See if we can get through here. We can, but I don't see anything we can open or explore. Let's look and see if we can find other entrances then. So I think we grabbed what we could get here. Usually there's more than one entrance to the wrecks, so you definitely want to go around and make sure you check out all the possible ways in. And look for little things like this just sort of laying around.
New blueprint acquired.
Check underneath as well. Been a while since I've been to this wreck, so I don't remember the details at all. But yeah, sure enough, here we go. Let's see what else we see here. Office chair.
New blueprint acquired.
All right, and we have here's a plant shelf.
New blueprint acquired.
Here's a door that we can just open without using the laser cutter. PDAs we're going to ignore, but yeah, we'll definitely grab whatever's in here. Cyclops thermal reactor. That will turn out to be very useful. Don't see anything else in here, though. And we do have backup air, so we're okay for the moment. Let's go ahead and switch over to our laser cutter. Ooh, wrong one, don't want to do that.
Oxygen.
Oh, I need to drop something here. I don't want to drop the wrong thing. Go ahead and drop these, is fine. This ultra high capacity tank, it uses an additional 3 spots of inventory. So if you try to switch tanks and you don't have 3 free spots of inventory, that's what happens. It doesn't let you do it. All right, so let's continue to cut open the door here. Right. And let's see if there's anything else in here we want to scan. Sometimes it's a little tricky to find everything you want here. Okay, we've got another data box. Vehicle upgrade console. Excellent. That's one of the main things I wanted to find. I was hoping it would be in one of these 2 wrecks. Power cell charger fragment. We already had that one. Okay, I think
30 seconds.
that might be everything. Let's go ahead. That might be a door we can open, but I don't want to lose my life here. Let's go ahead and go back out the way we came.
Oxygen.
I don't know if we are close enough to the Seamoth. Yeah, we're fine. Lots of time. Right, and let's switch our tanks back. With full tanks of air, let's head back in. Like I said, there may be... Where was that little entrance we just had? There it is. So in here... Through here... Then I think up this way. Sorry for the camera work. Yeah, there's one more door here that we could open. We can get here. Perhaps we cannot open it. Normally these doors with the orange handle you can open. Let's switch here real quick. Just see if we can... I can't move anything here. So yeah, this may just be a red herring where we can't open this because of the beams. I checked with the propulsion cannon just to make sure that, you know, if sometimes you can move things with the propulsion cannon. All right, I'm gonna switch. See, we've got 3. I'd like to pick up that drop a titanium. I just want to grab our seed cluster here. Then we could head back out. I'll show you what I brought this stuff for. So one thing that becomes kind of a little bit of a hassle when you're exploring these wrecks is that there are a lot of wrecks. I mean, a lot. So it's handy to have a way to mark the wrecks that you've already explored, so you don't go back and keep going in there. Oftentimes you'll end up leaving behind some titanium and things like that, but you don't want to spend a bunch of time exploring a wreck only to find out that you've already been there. So what I usually do is I go ahead and I don't have enough titanium. I left that titanium behind. Is there anything else I can scan here real quick that we already have? Come on. There we go. I think we already have this. Yeah, we go. But anyways, it's handy to mark things, and one way you can mark them is a grow bed. Grow beds don't require any base power, and they grow in any biome. So what you can do is you can go ahead and if you bring supplies like these, you can go ahead and plant. You can create a planter. This will be, let me go ahead and cut this one, get the seeds, and then we'll plant these. So this will have two creep vines with the fruit. It'll have 2 brain coral that'll produce the air bubbles, and it'll have gel sacks that you can eat that provide both food and water. So this will be sort of like a little resupply point, and it'll also serve as a marker that hey, we've already been here. No need to explore this wreck. We've already explored it. No need. So it's a handy way to sort of keep track. A lot of people will put beacons at every wreck to indicate, but I mean, a beacon is something that you usually want to use to find someplace, whereas this is something where we just want to mark that we've been here, so we don't explore it again. And having the creep vines with the fruit is nice because you can see it at night and from a distance, and you don't even need to go over to it. All right, let's go ahead and head back to our base. I think we did what we set out to do. We did get that vehicle modification blueprint, so we'll be able to fabricate that when we get back to our base, or next time we feel like doing a little bit of work inside the base. But for now, we're just going to head back there and resupply, and then head back out again, this time to a biome we've never been to before. We are somewhat limited if we want to explore with the Seamoth, because we are limited to just 200 meters. So we can't go, super deep. We're limited in our exploration capabilities, but that'll change as we upgrade our Seamoth or choose to travel via other methods. All right. I guess we'll go ahead and park real quick. I don't want to do too much here, but we can.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I want to take a look and see. Health is still pretty good. We'll let that recharge a bit. All right, and we got our first water too. Excellent. We'll pick that up. The water filtration machine creates salt and water. So we'll need to figure out something to do with this salt. Eventually it'll prevent the water from coming out if those are full of salt. So we do have to deal with that at some point. For now, let's see, we could use a little bit more food and water. So let's go ahead and eat. Then let's also go ahead and replant so we don't run into problems. All right, not perfect, and we could use just a little bit more water. Let's grab one more of these. And even a little bit more. All right, that'll completely restock. Wonderful. All right, so I think we're ready for another trip out. Let's go ahead, though, and since we're going to visit another wreck, let's go ahead and grab another couple of these guys. Let's get a sample. Oh, we're full of inventory. Is there anything we don't need? Oh, it's because got our tank switched here. Get one more of these. And let's grab another gel sack. And we are very full. Okay. I think that's all we need for now. All right, let's head back out.
All systems online.
For this next bit, I want to get my bearings here. All right. If you recall, this bank of clouds here that doesn't move, that's where the floating island is. We went that way to get our grow beds and the plants that we now have inside of our home. We're not going to the island, but we're going to visit a biome that's kind of underneath and to the side of it. This is the Sparse Reef. We talked about it in the episode where we went to the island just briefly, but it's adjacent here to the grassy plateau. And if you see these sort of finger-like structures, you're headed the right direction. And there are a couple of large wrecks in this area. We're going to go and try to visit one if I can find it. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find. But the Sparse Reef has a lot of this kind of growth. Sort of the rocky, not super great in terms of places to explore, and then there are deeper areas adjacent to it, and we want to stay out of the deep areas, so this looks to be a deeper area, so we're kind of a little bit off course. Let's go ahead and try this way. Now if you see these kind of blue sphere things down below, that's a different biome, so we don't want to go to that biome. Let's head back towards this way a bit and see if we can find more what we're looking for. We are limited by the 200-meter depth, so we can't go any deeper than 200 meters. So we are looking here for things that are under that and in this general vicinity. And I've gotten fairly turned around here. Yeah, I think this is heading me back down where I don't want to go. Sure is. All right, so let's go ahead and head this way. Might help if I knew. All right, so that looks like the floating island up there. Let's see, this is back towards our base, so yeah, I think we want to go in this direction. Alright. This is not
Maximum depth reached.
too deep, too
Hull
deep.
damage imminent.
Alright, so this is not the wreck I was looking for. This is a different wreck. And actually it looks like it's two different wrecks. We can take a quick look though and see what's here. This might be worth exploring. Let's go ahead and hop out. I think we have an entrance right here. See if there's anything inside here. Modification station. Modification station. Not super exciting. We already have that. We don't need titanium at the moment. Look around and see if there's anything else out here. A lot of debris on the ground. On our light so we can see. What is that? Is that something? Moon pool? We have that. We don't need that. This looks to be something. Prawn suit torpedo arm fragment. So there's something called a prawn suit, and that is a torpedo arm for it.
Near blueprint acquired.
All right. So it appears that we have explored that part. Let's see, where's the other? There's more up here. Let's go ahead and take a look up here. All right, we've got it's another moon pool fragment. I recognize that one. Before we cut into this, I just want to make sure that there's no other way in. Sometimes they'll give you a laser cutter door, and then you don't even need to use the laser cutter to get in it. So we'll go ahead and take a look and see if there's anything of interest inside of here. All right, we have a data box. This one has another Cyclops part.
Acquired.
So I have the power cell. I'm pretty sure we got all the power cell. We did. Modification station. Well, looks like we can't get in here, and I don't think it goes anywhere anyways. All right. So not super fantastic, but definitely worth taking a look. Just want to look around here real quick and make sure we didn't miss anything obvious, because if we're going to mark this as having been explored, I don't want to leave a bunch of stuff explored, unscanned, for instance. All right. Got something. Oh, and we're going to need to drop something.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We'll just refill air here. All right, and then I think what I'll go ahead and do is I will go ahead and make a little grow bed down here just to mark this as having been explored. Go ahead and once again switch our habitation module. You can do this anywhere down here. Oh, and we don't have the titanium. Drop that for now. Something we can scan. There's one. There's two. All right, and then we'll put one of these in, one of these in. I'll put that in for now. And then we'll also bring two of those with us. Okay, great. Is that up there? Is there anything up here? Ah, another data box. Almost missed it. It was one we already had. So, no big deal. All right. Go ahead and what is moon pool? Do that for the titanium. All right, so it's getting light again, so hopefully now we'll be able to find the other wreck. Where is our... Get our bearings again. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be in this direction because we kind of came from the other way. So let's see if we can find another wreck out here. This arch looks familiar. I think it is right on the other side of this arch. And there it is. Okay, so this is a very large wreck. So there good possibility of interesting things here. Let's go ahead and make sure we're in good shape here. Oh, I left that cluster behind. Unfortunate. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. So it looks like this is a big arch. Here's a data box right away. Let's take a look and see if this is something we need. Another upgrade for the Cyclops.
Damage to plant life on the seafloor suggests this may be the migration path of a huge bottom-dwelling life form.
Let's go ahead and take a look here. Like there might be an opening down here. Nope. Go up and check this. So this is about halfway up one side of it, so we can probably go both up and down from here. Let's see if there's anything in here we can scan. So this is down beneath. I know there was an entrance out of here. There it is. All right. All right, there's a pad we don't want. Here's another prawn suit add-on. All right, this is a part of the Cyclops. Excellent. We now have all the blueprints to the Cyclops bridge. Let's go ahead and switch over to the laser cutter. See what we can get through here. Too bright. get more prawn suit items. I see a data box there.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
Oh, okay, so this is a full prawn suit fragment. So unlike the additional parts, we now have part of the actual prawn suit itself. Excellent. Anything else up here?
30 seconds.
Need to be careful here because I probably don't... Oh, I do have room to switch their tanks. Excellent. Let's go back out the way we came here. I think we've gotten all of this. I think we may already have this one. Yeah.
Oxygen.
Can I switch tanks? Can go ahead and head out. We can figure out where out is. Beautiful. All right, so we explored this side. Let's go ahead and refill our air. Let that other tank fully refill. There we go. All right. Now we'll check out the other side and see if there's anything over here. Another bridge fragment. Prawn suit propulsion arm. I think we got that already. We got a data box. Docking bay repair module. We're going to have a very, very well-stocked Cyclops whenever we get the blueprints we need to build it. What else do we have here? More propulsion arms, which I'm pretty sure we've got. So many blueprints here. All right, it looks like that's about it. All right, so pretty good haul. Let's take a look around here, see if we can see anything else that we want to scan. Frequently, there's lots of stuff scattered around, so it's worth your time to go around and just look and see if there's anything else. Extra data boxes, other parts. There's so many bridge fragments. Oh my goodness. We have that, so we don't need to do that. What is this right here? Nuclear reactor fragment. Do we have this? All right, so that was the last fragment we needed for the nuclear reactor.
Acquired.
Now, usually wherever nuclear reactor fragments are found, there's also the material you need to make the fuel for them. So probably in that cave, we might be able to find, this is more nuclear fragments. That data box we already got. All right, I think we've pretty much checked out this area well enough. So we'll come here to sort of a high point and do the same thing we did before, which is go ahead and mark this, switch over to our hab builder. Put a grow bed here on this high point. And we can't plant everything that I would like. We can at least put a little bit of a air brain coral. I wanted to call them air coral, but it's brain coral. And if we... Unfortunately, we don't have the cluster I left behind at the last wreck. Taking a quick look around here. All right, and so there is this little cave. Let's get a quick sip of air.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There's this glowy bit right here. It's just a little... I don't know what that is. Not telling me to scan it. Interesting. Not sure what that is. Alright, so we can take a quick look down in this cave, I think. See if we find any materials of interest. There are certain things I don't want to find. I'm not seeing anything here. This is just that arch. See if there was another cave. So these are useful. Go and grab up one of these called a deep shroom. There's some of our warper friends. All right. So I think that's pretty good. We've got several valuable blueprints. We've explored a couple wrecks. Let's go ahead and head back to home. And we'll see if we want to go ahead and build any of those things that we got. Let's get our bearings. I didn't say it, but both of these biomes are very safe. Biomes. You won't be seeing reapers. You won't be seeing dangerous fauna. Pretty safe. There are adjacent biomes, like I said, that may have dangers in them, but we'll save those for another day. But if you stay to sort of the Sparse Reef, and then the mushroom forest, both very safe, no dangers to speak of. And if it feels like you're going to a different biome, just backtrack. And again, the key to finding that Sparse Reef is to from where our base is now, near the Jelly Shroom Cave entrance. You head towards the island. That's not far at all. All right.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right, so let's take a quick look at the blueprints we've gotten. So the ones I definitely want to build is the upgrade console. So we'll go ahead and grab that. I wouldn't mind having a secondary power source here. but I don't think we need it right now. We've got easy access to solar, no need for a power transmitter. So we need three titanium, 2 copper wire, and a computer chip. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if we have all of that stuff. I don't think we do. And there's another bottle of water ready for us. Now let's go ahead and
vital signs stabilizing.
I know I have that water, but go ahead and save that for when we're traveling. When we're here in the base, we'll just go ahead and be sure to eat the food we've grown. Inventory full. This is a little time consuming, obviously, to do this, but you know, it's cost of doing business. All right, so we want a microchip. We don't have a microchip. We do have that. So the microchip we need to refresh our memory here. Gold table coral. Don't know that we have any table coral. I don't think we do. No. Now let's go out and get some table coral real quick. How much room do we have? We've got plenty. So there's some right up this way. And I'm going to stock up on it so we don't have to keep running out here every time we need it. And we're going to need to do another copper wire. Copper. Computer chip. All right. Now we should be able to craft this. Fabricate it, rather. And I think that this needs to go. I'm going to put it here. Put it next to this. Let's go ahead and put it here. All right. So this gives us a quick indicator here about the status of what we've got. We also have another fabricator here where we can specifically make different modules for the different things. So like if we look here under Seamoth, we've got a depth module Mark 1. So we would need titanium ingot and glass for this one. We've got solar charger, so this would allow us to recharge the Seamoth in sunlight. Perimeter defense, so this is to basically generate an electric charge that will ward off aggressive creatures. torpedoes, and sonar. The one I'm most interested in, I think, would be the depth module so that we can go deeper. And then what else do we have here? We've got, so this is common modules. So these are shared across different types of vehicles. So we've got hull reinforcement to make it stronger, engine efficiency to make the power last longer. That works with both the Seamoth and the Prawn, as this one does. Storage module, so this will allow us to store items in the Seamoth and Prawn. We talked about these ones already. We don't care too much about the Prawn suit yet because we don't have it. But then there are also torpedoes that we can use. This one uses the gas pods. And then this one uses magnetite and titanium. Interesting. So the other thing that we can do, aside from fabricating items, we can actually go in here and modify our vehicle. So we can do color. This is the base color. We want to go a bit more colorful, we can. So we wanted to go with say a nice green, bright yellow, red, however we want to modify this, we can. Probably going to stick to close to the base colors. And then you can also change the name, the interior color, and then the stripes. You can change the colors on those as well. So I'm going to leave things pretty base for now. Kind of boring. We're done. But you can definitely customize. All right, so if we want to go ahead, one thing I will go ahead and build here, I think right away, is the depth. We just need a titanium ingot and 2 glass. We can get that pretty easy. A little shortcut. So for titanium, we need another 6. And then we may have glass. We do. A couple glass. All right, so now we can go ahead and build this. All right, and if we come down here now, this is where the upgrades go in. So if we put this in here, our crush depth is now 300 meters. So we can go, 50% deeper than we could before. All right. Well, that is good progress. We can go ahead and I think we'll go ahead and probably end this one here. We've made, like I said, we've made good progress. We've upgraded our Seamoth so that we can now go deeper, which is one of the core strategies in advancing in the game. We'll have to figure out what we want to do next. If it's a simple matter of continuing to advance, or if we want to do something a little different next episode. But we're going to continue to stock up on water here for when we travel. We don't need to worry so much about food because with our thermoblade, any fish that we encounter, we can cook and eat. The water, though, is a little bit more problematic. So, all right. Well, as usual, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. I would love to have more subscribers, especially. Please take a look at my other work. We've got a lot of shorts and other Subnautica content that you might enjoy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.